nightmare. The slaughter of the bowling alley people. Is it happening here tonight? Now?
No. No, I checked this place. The employees here wear green and gold shirts.
So?
So in my dreams, the victims wear red and black shirts with little black bowling balls on them. And I don't see Fungus Bob's car anywhere.
You think the slaughter of the bowling alley people and Fungus Bob are connected?
Yeah, I know they are. They got new uniforms.
Hi, welcome to Life is Mimi, and today we're taking on a special request about symbols. And this, of course, has many layers to it, as everything does. Now, some people incorrectly ask for a sign, so they're asking for something to come stand out at them. And then they go looking for it, and then they'll find patterns. And they'll say, oh, I've been seeing 222 all day long. What's this mean? 333, 111, 1111, and it really means nothing. It's just you saying howdy hi. You wanted a sign, hey, But what most people don't understand is we are literally one. Okay, so everything is a sign and everything is a symbol, depending on how you grew up and the stories you tell yourself and all that other stuff. Okay, so if you expect to see the animals come and talk to you and tell you wise things, then this is what you're going to get. The squirrels will come up to you, and they'll dance in front of you and stuff like that. You'll find yourself fascinated with one because that's what you love, and you'll follow them, and maybe you'll fall, and special person to be comes and helps you up. You don't know. You just know that it's all one. So everything is bringing you your good. Okay, there's just one. It's like often Neville Goddard left a really good nugget about it's the tense. And it meaning it's not, he meant it's not in the future, it's not in the past, it's now. Which really is about being one. Okay, because it's all one. So it's all happening now. All of it. And it's just a wave. And most people will go to the beach and say, oh, look at that really big wave. And they have cut out one wave out of the ocean and pointed at it. When it's really, oh, look, the ocean's waving. Hi. Wave back. Hi. Hi. So it's understanding that, Dr. Murphy tried to get this across about money, that it's a wave, it flows in and it flows out. It's always flowing to you if you stop struggling and just go feel happy and know it's a wave. Money is just like everything else. It's a wave. There's a wave always coming into your life. More is always coming in than going out. That's how it works. So all that angsting goes away when you flip your world and start to see time differently, and you start to see life differently. And one of the things Neville Goddard would say is, signs follow. You successfully put on the state because these signs follow. If you're thinking about money, then you're finding money everywhere. And, when you think about it, you just back off and say, no, I'm not worried about it. And some more will fall into your lap. You know, you're compelled to go buy a cup of coffee or get a gift card for the cops sitting in the parking lot of the local fast food joint. When you got out of the car, you just did it. You didn't think about it. And, you know, great things happened for you. By the time you got home, you realized the bag of food you had was more than the order you had placed. You know, it's just more coming at you. Just love you, man. It's a wave. Wave back. It's all good. You know, and the ones that angst and stuff, you can't help it. It's a bad habit. You've been shooting up negative for a long time. You know, and people often get confused by what I say about, you know, get rid of the negative, there's no negative. You know, but don't deny the negative. You know, no, this is something you've done, don't deny it. But accept that it's not real. You just went and played in the mud. That's all. That's all that is. You know, now wash it off and go be happy. That's all I got. And this happens to you by you serving others. You know, you see them as better. Now you are better, and you're all rising up together. It's one. You know, a rising tide lifts all boats. So signs follow. And one of the greatest things you can realize is everyone and everything is a message to you. Okay, it's confirming your consciousness. It's, you know, look, do you like this? Do you like that? Do you like that? You know? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I know what you want. We're gonna make it even better. She says it's perfect, that means it's like this. You know? And it's walking without fear, because it's the fear that kicks off the doubt, and the fear and the doubt together pull up the guilt, and now you're in a mess. 3. Okay, it's 3. Those 3 gotcha. Going down to corrupt land, going down into the swamp. You know, now you're going to be the swamp thing. Oh. He's great. You know, but it's really about seeing that everything is a sign, and you're walking in the presence of the consciousness of God all day long. So if you've been thinking about, you know, great things are always happening for me, everything is bringing me my good, you're having great creative fun in your work, you know, you just love it, and life is sweet, and then, you know, you'll start finding money on the ground, and people will start just giving you stuff, and, you know, the greatest job you never thought you would ever have calls you up and says, you want this? You know, and this is how it works. It's you loving life, and life loving you back. And then you're so busy doing that other things, you know, just start to happen. It just starts to flow. And you realize you're on a river. You're on a river of love. This is great. You guys, you're the best. You know, I may not be the best video vlogger about all this. I know I'm not exactly LOA or Neville Goddard or the Bible, you know, or science. I'm a mix. I'm a blend. And I like it. And especially the entertainment part, you know, I'm a blend. I see it all. Let's put it all together. Let's connect those dots. So when you walk outside and something happens that you don't usually see, that's a sign. Natural. You know, so it's something that's out of the ordinary when you're walking. You know, it's, you know, a shape you don't usually see, or, you know, a person you don't usually see. You just smile and say hi. They'll tell you if they got a message for you. You know, everyone has a message for you. Everyone. So everything is a symbol because God is an invisible being. He's a force. So he has to take these different shapes. You know, he's a shapeshifter. You know, Neville Goddard mentioned this, but he's a shapeshifter in the extreme. Okay, he can be absolutely anything. And you're like the resistor. You're the conduit. You're the one they run through to make that appear so they can all love on it. Isn't that great? Oh, yeah, that's great. Yeah. Yeah, the man says, that's great. That's staying. He says, that's God comes. Get rid of it. You know, this is how we become one. And you're not to get lost in these details. You're to sit back and recognize we're one. Everyone's giving you a message. Everything is a symbol. Everyone and everything is a message, and a symbol is a message. So, you know, the cross, that's man's flesh and blood, the son of David. Put your feet out like you're doing a jumping jack. Look, you're the Star of David. You know, the Ankh, you're the Ankh. You know, it's all the same symbol. Now, we were fascinated that with Dan Brown, you know, and him doing the chalice with the triangles up and down, the sacred male and female, you know, and they're lost in the physical sacred male and female part. It's not that. It's your consciousness and the creative force, okay? And the creative force is your imagination. That's the creative force, okay? That's divine love and imagination. That's the creative force. You channel it, okay? And you do what you love, you know, and you love seeing people happy. And it's all good. Everybody's doing what they love. I'm doing what I love. Everybody else is doing what they love. Everybody's doing what they love. And they're success at it. And they're all doing good. And you will see signs. You know, God makes sure to give you a sign to show you, you know, look, it's changed. Look, this is what you believe. That's what you believe. This is what you believe. Look, I changed it. You know, and he's like the clay. He'll give you anything. Anything your little heart desires. He reveals it to you. Imagination shapes it. You know, when you really get going, you know, now all three of you are into it. You're not thinking about dinner. You're not thinking about others. You're into what you're doing. Like these videos. You just get into it. I get into the editing. I get into the music. You know, most people don't realize it because I've been asked this. You know, why do you put these movie clips in there? Well, it's a seeing medium. You know, video is you're watching it, and it's to emphasize that, you know, you've been told this. This is the symbol. Robin Williams is the symbol of the dog at the end of the movie, Absolutely Anything, giving you a message. Giving you a message. If Neil doesn't like it, you gotta go. Bye. You know? Shoo. Ah, the dog is evil. You know? While they get washed away. This is how it works. You know? There's all kinds of layers because people are in, everybody has a different perception. You know? So there's layers. It's that parfait. You gotta get through that parfait. And you can think that parfait is nasty, or you can think that parfait is good. You know, think about it. It's that lasagna. You know, it's that tortilla lasagna. Oh, I love that stuff, man. That stuff is good. And you know, it's a soup. It's a chicken tortilla soup. You know, whatever you want to think of it as. And then, you know, if you love cooking and you're getting into the cooking, you're not thinking about how much, you know, you're not carefully measuring 1 teaspoon of chili powder. You just know. A shake, and a chuka, woo, 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 and a stir and a mix and apply the heat. In the physical world, the heat is love, okay? The heat is love. That's what cooks it up. And if you notice, okay, everything grows at night. It's really asleep in the daytime, soaking in the sun and all that other stuff, soaking in the water. But at night is when it takes all that and grows, so it's great. It, and it's growing according to what you think it will grow as, so it happens when you're not conscious, So I hope this helps. There's a lot of symbols, and if you want me to get into specific symbols, then, just let me know. But one of the greatest symbols is the Fibonacci sequence, the swirl. Okay, you see that in nature everywhere. And if you look at the ancient stonework in Persepolis and like Cyrus's temple and those kind of things, you'll see that the beards and the hair are all the spiral. And you'll see that the giant, the god, the king, he's always carrying a little briefcase, a little purse. And that's your subconscious. But in everyday life, which is something really fun to note, you go outside and this happened to me. I went outside and was going around the house to get some water out of the faucet on that side to water my lilies. And there in the crepe myrtle was this bird I'd never seen before. I just stopped, and it just sang this beautiful song, and I just came in, and my husband knows about birds, and I was like, oh man, this bird was great. This bird was just so beautiful. It was golden, and it was doing that. He goes, oh, because that's the housewife's nightingale. I was like, what? He goes, yeah, I think it's called the kitchen wren, and he showed it to me. That was the bird, because they come and sing to housewives when they're, doing their mundane tasks to help them pass the time. I was like, oh, how cool. He goes, yeah. He goes, that's the story anyways. So you get messages all the time. And you don't think about it really, As far as states of consciousness, if you change part of your state of consciousness from poor to wealthy, well, signs follow. You start finding money, getting money, better contracts, things like that. But I just, not to focus on really on one thing. You claim it, you make a claim for it, but you think about God. And that's what's funny, because we're like little miners, you stake your claim, right? Okay, this is, I'm gonna live it out, and I'm gonna have the healthy, wealthy, prosperous, happy life. Okay, I'm gonna have life just like that tree. I'm gonna be prosperous and abundant, and rich and fulfilling, and beautiful, and tons of little babies that do it too. Okay, let's go. And here comes the wave, and it starts working its way to you, and it's already begun. It becomes the moment it leaves your mouth. You are the word come to life. That's God. God is what thinks. God is what made language, and the universal language, which is numbers. So, ever since we've been applying letters to numbers and sounds to letters and, making the word. And then when we speak it, it comes to life. And it doesn't matter what word you use, it's the feeling the word evokes. And there's only one feeling. It's love. You can split it in 50 billion ways. Go ahead. But it's all love. And when you literally relax and just, you know, like the other day, I was in my Bolero, and I was standing there, and I see the, lottery's this much. And I thought, well, maybe I should buy a lottery ticket. And I thought, no. God tell me somehow. I'll be compelled. And next thing you know, I paid, and I'm telling her thank you, and she's like, she had some scratch-off tickets. And she's like, would you like to buy a scratch-off ticket? I was like, sure. And I said, she goes, okay, here. Scratch it off. I'm the big winner. My little $2 scratch-off came out to be $50. It was great. So it's things like this. You don't force it. You don't push it. You just, I know God will let me know somehow. And then, here's the messenger. Hi, want to buy the scratch-off ticket? Just for you. Thanks. You just love everyone and everything, and it must respond back that way. And when you're using the consciousness here in your heart instead of the one in your head, and using it to rewrite the one in your head, once you've rewritten it in your head, your responses are automatic, and you're going to see symbols everywhere. And you may not understand what some of them are, but something will come up that's unusual, out of the ordinary for you, in your everyday thing. Don't go looking for it. But it'll be there, like walking around the house, and there's that beautiful, beautiful bird singing for me, and it's not unusual here to have mockingbirds doing that, but it is unusual to have a hawk make a nest up in the pine tree next door, which he has. So it's things like that. It's not usual for me to have my Easter lilies. One of them bloomed in August, and one bloomed in October, and it was really magnificent. I've never seen that before. And they're the white and red ones, that symbolize the resurrection. And it was really beautiful, So I hope this helps. If you want me to get into more detail, I'm happy to do that. But this is just a general overview of how everything is a symbol in your life. And look for some, you don't look for it, but note when something is unusual, and you'll figure it out. Or you can ask. It's all good. No worse off than you were before if you just ask. Hope this helps. Blessings to you. Thank you. Thank you for being you. You're magnificent.
Perhaps the recent exertions had some fallout in the nature of reality, because while they were eating, for the first time ever, a nightingale actually did sing in Berkeley Square. Nobody heard it over the noise of the traffic, but it was there, bright enough.
So keep it up, quench my desire, and I'll be at your side.